Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. When there is silence, there is no problem. And when there is sound, there are sound problems. And the sound problems become more complicated by logic and arguments. See? One of the simplest way to lead a cheerful, peaceful life is never argue on any issue with anybody. See? That is the simplest way. How to do that? The best way to disagree with anybody is to agree immediately. This I learned from one driver. This happened many years before in India. He used to drive me and a car crazy. It was in Himachal Pradesh. Suppose I want to tell him, Ram Singh, we have to go to Manali and do this thing. So before my sentence is complete, say Ram Singh, कोई बात नहीं, हो जाएगा. What हो जाएगा? I had not even said anything. And he used to console me, don't worry. See? Therefore, it is one of the most important principles that we do not engage ourselves with anybody on any argument. One example I will give you, this happened in South Africa. When I was coming back from Johannesburg to Bombay, on my ticket, air ticket, it was shown that the allowance is only 10 kilo because I am a child. And the name is okay and passport number is okay. So the person, they didn't allow me to take 20 kg, you have to pay for 10 kg extra weight. I said, no, 20 is allowed. No, see your ticket. I said, do I look a child? He said, that's no, I don't look at you, I look at the ticket. See? Then I started acting dumb. So what do? I don't have money. Go to the chief. So I went to the chief. Why you have come? I don't know. They told come here. I came. So they had to run. No, I am not running. I am comfortable. And this is what has happened, So, no, you are not a child. Somebody's mistake. I said, I don't know. When you have to act dumb, you should act purely dumb. I don't know. No, you should be allowed 20 kgs. As a result, I got 20 plus 10, 30 kgs. Had I started arguing with him, even getting this 10 kg extra would never have been possible. See friends. Same way, when I landed over here, I got, 6th passport. Because every year I go to dozens of countries, it goes on filling. 6th jumbo passport. So the visas are spread over different passports. So our here visa was on the last passport and new passport, it wasn't there. So he said, no, you have to again apply for the new visa. So what do I do? Go there. So somebody took the passport. We are enjoying sitting, talking, looking here and there. What they did, why should I worry? The best way, never try to solve somebody else's problem. We unnecessarily start solving somebody else's problem. One more example. Every principle I am telling you, it is not out of my head. I don't have one. This was in Hamburg, Germany. My host, she was very busy when I was with her, and one day, last but one day, she took off from her office. Swamiji, I am sorry I could not attend to you fully. You have to prepare your food and eat and all that. So I have taken off today and we'll go for sightseeing. I said, okay, we went. And when we went to the harbor, very beautiful big one. So we got into the boat. Will you like to have tea, coffee? I said, yes, I like to have tea, black tea. So, okay, sit down. I said, no, I'll come and watch. I'll come to the, person whom you are ordering. So I told him, give me a black tea, no milk, and give me in a beer glass, so that I match with everybody around me. Germans, they don't drink anything except beer, So I took that beer glass with a nice cup of tea in that, because it looks like that when it is without milk. And I came and sat. She also had her coffee. So I said, hey, wonderful tea. How is your coffee? No, Swami, it is cold. I said, well, let's go and change it. No, they will, they have prepared it and got it over here. How they will do? I said, why do you solve his problem? We are here to create problems. Don't solve problems. No, don't worry. I said, no, I have to worry. And you don't come. I'll take care. So I went, man, coffee cold, bad. This much they understand. Sorry. So I said, change, take hot coffee. So he took it and prepared fresh hot coffee and gave. Oh God, Swamiji, you got it? I said, yes. I couldn't believe it. I said, you don't have to believe. It is the truth. You tell me how much it would have costed you. 5 euros. Say, give me. I am giving you fresh. See, never try to help others in such a manner that you come in trouble. Never do that. See, in short, live in this world in such a manner that you are at peace with yourself. Many a times, we unnecessarily get involved with the world. And that involvement with the world begins from nears and dears. And how do we start? We start interacting with the nears and dears. On every issue, there is an argument. And the argument begins on the foundation of personal likes and dislikes. See, I went to somebody's house for food. I go to people's house only for food. This is for your information. Yesterday when I came, Sudhakar gave me good food. So today I was waiting somebody to call me, Swamiji, will you please come to our house for food? But you have won over me, nobody called. So I am telling you, open challenge, call me for food. So when I went to their house for food and all that, I looked around all the walls. You can't even look at it. All dilapidated, no painting, worn out. Like, I have come to some archaeological building. So when I looked around, and then I said, why should I worry? I was reading newspaper. If you want to be happy, I'll give you one technique. Read newspaper, but don't interact with it. See? Because what is life? Life is, yesterday is waste paper. Today is newspaper. Tomorrow is question paper. And life is answer paper. So read and write properly. So I was just reading the newspaper. So they saw me. I saw around. Swamiji, we know what you have seen. I said, you are very intelligent. Do you know why we have not painted our house? I said, I don't know. And I don't want to know also. Why should I know? As long as you give me something to eat, it's more than enough. because I live in the utter present. So, actually, both of us do not agree on one point. That we don't accept in our life. Our rule is, when we got married, we have decided, we should do only that wherein both of us will agree. So, she likes light pink color and I like light cream color. So both of us don't agree on this, therefore we don't paint our house. I said, you're very intelligent. Now the next step, can you do something, Swamiji? I said, yes, I can make you agree on one point, on this color point. What is that? I said, now you do one thing, you paint your house from inside blood red. Swamiji, I said, look here, let me complete my statement. Then I asked the wife, did you like? No. Husband, did you like? No. I said, see, both of you agree. Where is the argument? See, all of us are seeking only peace, but we are running after pieces. And how we run after pieces? Only through this logic and argument. See, friends, in this world, logic and argument has never solved any problem. See, where there is logic and argument, problems are created. And where we have transcended logic and argument, then there are no problems. Because what is the problem? Problem is why and how. See? But why should I come home early? See? Unless you come, darling, who will cook? Two husbands were discussing with each other. Now, when two husbands talk, the common topic is their wives. So, Pratham husband uvacha, the first husband said that I am tired of my wife. Nothing new, tell something different. Everybody is tired of his wife. What is new about it? No, after every day's dinner, we have to go to a hotel for taking a supper because she cooks so awful. Oh, you can't eat. So, the second husband says, that way I am lucky. Why? My wife does not take food unless I come home. Oh, have you imported her from Satyayug? Because in today's wives, they say, food is in the fridge. Take it out and give it a tilanjali in the microwave and take out as a pindadan and eat. So, that way my wife is not like that. How come? Because when I come home, I cook and then she eats. See? In this world, the simplest way is keep attention on your peace of mind. And when we are in peace, you will see there are no problems. What is the problem? Problem is a disturbed mind. See, when the mind is disturbed, problems are generated, Like you generate the key for your free downloads of the softwares. You generate a key gen. So you put XYP N2952365555. And then you feed it, you get free download, isn't it? Without paying. In the same manner, logic creates problems because the mind is disturbed. So when we are interacting with the world, let us focus attention on what? See, there are three places. When we interact with the world, we focus our attention. Place number 1, the world. Place number 2, our mind. Place number 3, ourselves. 3 places. See? like I am talking to you. Now where is my attention? Either it is on you, or it is on my mind, or it is on me. 3. When my attention is on you, what will be my search for the result of my talk? You all should improve. And this will never happen. Net result, I am frustrated. See, one boy asked me this question, Swamiji, I am your fan. I said, keep moving. What can I do for that? You know, you are talking on Gita Upanishad for so many years, but the people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? I said, do you know who is a good doctor? Yes, he who cures. I said, no. He is a unsuccessful doctor. Good doctor is the one who maintains the patients. There was a doctor couple, they had one son, Ekameva Advitiya, he also became doctor. And then when he joined his parents in their own hospital, Dad and Mom, you deserve a long holiday. You have been working hard for last 25 years. Now go for a month to Switzerland, Europe, wherever you want. So the parents, our son is just like Dhruva. He is just like Prahlad. He is just like Shravan Kumar. He is just like Rama. See how much care he is taking for us. So they went. And after 1 month they came back. And the son, out of his own pride, Dad, you will be proud of me. Yes, my son, I am always. No, this is a special thing I have achieved. What is that? All your old patients, I have cleared them off. The father hits his head with his hand. Fool, you could become doctor only because of them. I was maintaining them for last 20 years. Who told you that patients are to be cured? They are maintained in the same manner. Mahatmas do not want the people to be wise. If they become wise, we will become otherwise. See? Therefore, I am not feeling bad if you don't improve, it's good. Continue to be miserable, then you will come to me and I will have a nice, cartoon show. One child asked me, Swamiji, do you watch a cartoon? I said, yes. But I never seen you sitting before the TV. I said, I don't watch the TV cartoons, I watch the live ones. See? So when I am talking and if my attention is on the world, that the world should improve because of me, I am the fool of the highest order. Exactly this is where we become argumentative and miserable with our next generation. See? We all want our children to listen to us, but we forget we have never listened to our parents. See? So, we are simultaneously 2 in 1. With reference to our parents, we are children. With reference to our children, we are parents. With reference to our parents, we are not miserable. See? Has any one of you ever felt, I wish my mom was Madhuri Dixit? No. Whatever she is, we accept. Whatever is our dad, we accept. But when it comes to our children, we expect this should happen, that should happen. One mother in Bombay, she came one day. She said, Swamiji, the world is very bad. I said, look here, I have not created, don't complain to me. Do you know what happened? I said, no, I don't know, and I don't want to know also. What is there to know about bad world? You know, my neighbor, she got me in the morning sweets. I said, really very bad. And somebody gives you sweet, why it should be bad? You know what happened? Her son got in merit list. So she came and gave me sweets. I said, Mama, what you are talking? If my son will come in merit and if you are my neighbor, I will do the same thing. You don't understand, that's why you are a Swami. What is that? See, my son failed for the 4th time. Only to tease me and to hurt me, she came in the morning and gave me sweets. What ladies can think, even God cannot think. You know, if you don't agree with me, you go to any Sindhi shop where they are selling saris. See? And when that person shows some saris, these matas, Mother's Day is coming. So these matas, they have such kind of imagination. Listen, Bhaiya, you know, this texture and this design and this color and this border and this cost, do you have? That which is available, that they don't want. See? All imagination, combination, permutations. See? So, I said, look here, Mama, don't worry, don't think such negative. No, you don't know, she is like that. I said, anyway, forget about it. No, I have still one more question. I said, now what more that? Other people's children come in merit class, Swamiji. Why my son is failing again and again? I said, he is making his foundation firm. No, please tell me why this happens. I said, Mama, when you sow the chili seeds, don't expect tomatoes. What do you mean by that? I said, thank God you have not understood. See, let us not have this kind of approach that the world will change because of us or there will be any change because of our presence. You will be at peace. See? All the parents are disturbed only because of this. All the time eating the heads of the kids, although they are vegetarians. Constantly worrying, to such an extent that there is nothing in this world, as if it is the first time in the history of humanity that a child is born. See? So, let us try to understand. Argument, logic, reason, etc. begins when we go away from ourselves. And how do we go away from ourselves? By focusing attention on the world, that I am doing so much, but the people don't change. How to get out of this catch? A very simple way. Where God failed, how can we be successful? Could God improve us? No. We are a gone case. Prognosis is grave. So, you live here in this world, but let our results of our activities be not search inside the world, withdraw. Then the question comes, how do we live in this world? See, there is one simple technique, and that technique is technique of time pass. We are in this world only for time pass. Don't have imagination. I have to achieve this, nothing. When the kids are small, how they are introduced? You know, they are my children. Then time goes, then the child becomes educated, goes to some foreign country, and there this Indian brand parents, they go there, and there how they are introduced, you know, they are my parents. See, the emphasis changes. See, friends, But ahankara vimudhatma karta hamiti manyate. But we have this notion, we are achieving, we are doing something. Therefore, living in this world with this principle of time pass, as long as we are here, live cheerfully and happily. Do your best. Don't worry what is going to happen to the world. See, there is a friend of mine, very old man, almost 90. Very rich and very pious. Anybody could go to him, befool him and take lakhs of rupees from him. That kind of simple person he is. When I met him, he took me somewhere, and on the way, continuously in the car he was talking. Government is like that, people are like that, corruption is like that, going on. 1-2 hours I heard. He said, Swami, you are not telling anything. I said, okay, listen, can you do anything about it? No. He said, why are you wasting your time and energy? Why am I wasting? Then I said, be happy. You are not in this world for becoming miserable. We are here only to express happiness. See? And the logic and the reason and the argument. So when I said somewhere that we are here only to be happy, not for being miserable, after my lecture was over, one Amma came, caught hold of my collar. Thank God I don't have one. So, Swamiji, what is there for you all the time? Be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show. Be happy. Means what? Marriage is a license for becoming miserable. Therefore, it is rightly said that the world is divided into 2 types of people. Those who are happy and those who are married. Don't justify that you are miserable on account of anything or anybody. This argument logic destroys our peace. Those who become miserable on account of anything or anybody, they are the fools of the highest order. See? Like, I am giving talk to you and for so many years. And you don't change. And because of that I become miserable. Will you call me a Mahatma? Take an example to make it clear. One husband comes to me and tells, Swamiji, I am so miserable because of my wife. I don't know what I should do. Neither I can leave her, nor can I hold her. Is there any third option? Please tell me. I am so disgusted. Please help me. And he starts crying. Now I am a Swami. So I can reply in 2 ways. One way I reply like a wise man. Other way I reply like a other wise man. So what will be the reply of a wise man? And who is a wise man? Wise man is Gatasuna Gatasoscha Nanu Shochanti Panditaha. Wise man is the one who is never miserable. Nanu Shochanti. And na pravadanti panditaha. Pruthak balaha pravadanti na vipaschitaha. Bhagavad Gita tells that the wise people never engage themselves in any argument. Never get involved in any argument. So this husband comes and talks to me. Swamiji, I am so miserable, what I should do? Then I tell him, as a wise man, look here, if you are a husband and if you are miserable, then it's a normal condition. If your wife is nagging at you, that means she loves you. If she is suspecting you, that means she very much loves you. If she makes you miserable, because she cannot live without you being miserable, that is intense love. Therefore, don't worry, it is what you call urticaria of love. You know urticaria? It is the skin allergy. Sometimes when you have something, the skin starts showing rashes. It's called urticaria. So it is called as the mental urticaria of your wife towards you. So take it lightly. Don't become serious. After some time, the allergy goes away. Thank you, Swamiji, for consoling me. So do namaskar, kiss 1,000 rupees and go. There I am a wise man. Suppose to this situation I reply like this. He comes and tells, I am so miserable, what I should do. Then I say, look here my friend, don't tell anybody. To be very frank with you, I am also miserable. Why? I don't have a wife. You are lucky at least. You are miserable because of wife. I am miserable because I don't have wife. Will anybody call me wise? Think, friends. Therefore, when we are living in this world, let us not focus our attention on the world. The world is perfectly as it is. It is a cosmos. It is not a chaos. Everything that is happening in our life, it is perfectly designed. See, it is more perfect than the 6 Sigma. You know the 6 Sigma perfection? It is much more than that. Nothing is happening just like that. But we are unable to cognize it. See? And therefore we are argumentative. See? Somewhere it happened, there is one lady, old one, and she has been studying Vedanta, Upanishad for many years, taking the classes and giving lectures, and very bright, intelligent, and from a very good cultured family. And one day her daughter came. She is now about 90, so this is a story when she was about 78 or 80. So her daughter came and she says, Swamiji, you know my mom, she has gone in depression. She has lost confidence. And she was such a bright person, an ideal for us to look up to. Suddenly what has happened to her, we don't know. So her daughter is also now almost 60, 58 like that. I don't know what should we do. I said, you call me for dinner. Simple. Very simple. For all the problems, there is only one solution. Give me good food and everything will be off. So I went to their house. We had food. And then I told everybody, you all get out. I sit with Mama. I sat with her. And I asked her, I said, Mama, I'll ask you questions. No argument, no discussion. These are my 2 conditions if you want me to talk to you. No argument, no discussion. Yes. You have been teaching Upanishad, Vedanta, taking classes and telling the people about Upanishad, Gita, blah, 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 blah. Have you really discovered fulfillment in your heart? The moment I said like this thing, she started crying. So, I mean, you are just touching my weak point. I said, yes, I am very touchy. Then she said, yes, Swamiji, I feel that I have wasted my whole life. See? There is a big vacuum. I don't know what I have done in this world. And she has been extremely successful from the other people's point of view. But from her point of view, there is a big vacuum. What I have achieved? Nothing. See? Friends, if we sincerely look within ourselves, we come to discover when we were not in this world, there was nothing lacking. When we will leave this world, there will be no lacuna. Therefore, when we are in this world, we are the most unwanted furniture in this world. But we imagine, I will do this. See, दुनिया को बदल डालेंगे. See, there was a great saint in Bombay, Nisargadatta Maharaj. His teachings have influenced me tremendously. He used to say one simple sentence: all those who have come to save this world were shaved off. The world has been always like this. There is nothing new in this world. See? But we are all the time looking outside, away. And therefore, we are not at peace with ourselves. See? We have not created this world. Why worry about it? And are the worries going to deliver any solutions? No. See? But ahankara vimudhatma karta ahamiti manyate. We have this wrong notion, because of us the whole world is moving. And that is why the worry. Worry is, I don't know what will happen. One old man, a Sindhi gentleman in Bombay, he used to come for my talks regularly. He asked me this question. Swamiji, last 3-4 months, one question is bugging me a lot. What is that? The question is, I feel that I am going to die. I said, okay, what next? No, my question is, after I die, what will happen to my wife, my business, my property, my children? I said, Papa, what is your age? Swamiji, I am not much old. I am only 92. No old man is ever old from his standpoint. See, Tulsidas ji lived for 125 years. If I am 92, still there are, so many years more. Good. So, please help me. How do I come out of this tension in my mind? What will happen to my wife, my business, my children, my property after I die? I don't know. This is bugging me so much. I said, it's a very simple solution. Go and ask them. Then what will happen? They will reply, Papa, when are you going? We are waiting. We have this notion that because of us the world is moving. See, friends, please understand this point. Once we understand this point, then we live in this world only for a time pass. See? So to that old lady I was talking, I said, Mama, no discussion, no argument. Yes. Then I told her, you take this pothi. I gave her Shirdi Sai Baba's pothi. Read it every day, one chapter. Don't ask any question. Read one chapter and keep it back. Read one chapter and continue reading. And see what happens. Within 2-3 months, again she was back to her normal. Swamiji, I said, again you are discussing and talking. No discussion, no arguments. See, friends. So what exactly has happened was that she has stopped asking questions. The moment you stop asking questions, arguments and logic disappear. There is nothing worth knowing in this world. See, in one temple, when I went, Shiva temple, modern Shiva temple. The old Shiva temples which are constructed according to Vastu and tradition, they have got all the details. Like before a Shiva temple, there should be a Shakti Stamba. It is required. But modern temples, they don't have. So, before such modern temple I was standing, and one South Indian Brahmin came with a lungi, with a dish antenna, and with the railway lines and everything. And he asked me, you are a Swami here? I said, any objection? No, I want to ask you, why there is no Shakti Stamba here? I didn't notice also, because that is not my temple. Why do I know? So I told him, you say the same sentence again, only delete the word why. So he said, there is no Shakti Stamba before the Lord Shiva. I said, okay, go ahead, take darshan and go. What is the problem? If you really want to be happy in your life, delete these 2 words from your vocabulary. Why and how? You will ask a question, but why? We waste our life whiling. We are only whiling our life by howling at the life. See, friends. So when we interact in this world, the result of our interaction, where are we evaluating? If we are evaluating the result in the world, We are destined to be miserable in life. See, last time when I came to Melbourne, this Ramesh Bhai Oja came. He is a Ramayani and Bhagavati, and he is a good friend of mine. So he called and come for a talk there. So I went. And I said, okay, I'll ask my boss. So my boss told, Swamiji will sort it out. I said, okay, you both bosses talk. And we, the pawns, will decide accordingly. So they decided, and then I went there for talk. So he said, Swamiji, say something, we are talking on Ramayana here. I said, how much talk, how much I have to talk, because I can bluff indefinitely. If you prepare, then your lecture is small. If you are not prepared, then you be prepared. So, he said, Swamiji, talk 10 minutes. I said, okay. Now Ramayana. I said, I don't know what you people have heard from Ramayana or understood. I have understood this way. Ramayana is a story which tells that even if your son is directly the avatar of Bhagavan, like Rama, Dashratha was miserable and died because of his son. This is the message of Ramayana. So even if your son is directly God, the father suffers and dies because of the son. Now our children are kabutars. And we expect happiness from our children. It is our fault. See? Then how to live with the children? When the children are growing, good time pass. See, there is a rule. One day one husband was going to meeting, special meeting, so he bought new shoes. And when he went, he shouted at his wife, hey, where are my shoes? Yesterday I bought new one. Your son must have put on them and gone out. That day when your shoe number and your son's shoe number becomes equal, beware. It's the time to part. Don't hang around them. See, friends, then our attention is not at all away from us. Then what we have done with the children? When you bring up the children up to the age of teenage or maybe college, you have enjoyed your parenthood. Thereafter, drop it. Don't become babysitters throughout your life. See, one of my Tamilian friend in Bombay, so her daughter is married and she is in USA. So she went for the first time, first delivery. Then stayed for 3-4 months and came back. Then second time she went, so she got visa for 10 years. So now there is no problem of going. Then second child was being born, again she went for 3 months and came back. Then her daughter says, Mama, you have got 6 months permit, why don't you stay for 6 months? She said, no. 3 months is more than enough. No, then what will I do? What I have done the same thing you do. I have suffered because of you. Now it is a religious. I am not going to waste my time with your children. Whatever I have to do, I have done. Now you enjoy or suffer. Mama, then what will you do? I said, I will do my own job, whatever I want to do. And she is so beautifully busy in Bombay. She has, dreams in her life that she can serve the society. But because of this kid, she could never do it in her life. So when her husband retired, she told her husband, now you take care of the home. I am not going to sit at home. Now you do whatever you like. And she is good in tailoring, etc. So she adopted a small village nearby and she goes there on her own. She procured few machines, she taught how to stitch to the girls, and then she gets the orders from the big companies and get the whole thing stitched and delivers, doesn't earn a pie out of it. And when she comes home in the evening, in a fraction of a moment, she goes to sleep. And again next morning she is busy. She said, this was the dream of my life, that I live not for myself. See, friends, that is the fulfillment in life. Therefore, when our attention is enough of the outer world, so the second place where we focus our attention is on our mind. See? We all take care of our clothes. So we wash them properly, we iron them properly, and we like to put on neat, clean, properly ironed clothes because we care for that. Now, if we have got good, clean, neat clothes, will we go and sit anywhere? We'll think twice. But if we are working in a truck garage and all the time below the truck with all the dirty, black, oily clothes, such a person, if he has to sit anywhere, he doesn't know to think. When he goes and sits on the chair goes away. No. Because they are so dirty. Friends, have we ever taken care of our mind? Think. What kind of mind we are carrying as a load with us? Have you ever thought of that when I interact in this manner, mind gets disturbed, it becomes disgusted, it leads to depression? No. Because there are thoughts erupting in our mind, we start imagining we are thinkers. We are not. See? Because the trees and the plants grow, is it called as a garden? It's called as a jungle. What is the difference between a garden and a jungle? When you go in a jungle, you are afraid. Wild animals are there. There is every risk. And when we go to the garden, see, Hindi cinema shooting begins. Tere mere pyar ke charche har zaban par. Because in the garden when you go, you are at peace, you love, everything is so safe. Our mind is like a jungle. Yahoo! चाहे कोई मुझे जंगली कहे. See, have we ever sorted out and planted, selected thoughts in our mind? See, friends. And when we understand this principle, that the difference between the garden and a jungle is only this. In the garden, every plant is selected, planted, pruned, protected, manured and irrigated. Every single plant. But in the jungle, nothing. In the same manner, how many thoughts of higher quality we have planted and we have nurtured, we have pruned. See, friends. Therefore, when we are interacting in the world, rather than getting into logic and reason and arguments, that is the jungle of our mind. See? And a person who is argumentative, he can never be happy anywhere in life. Because he has argument for everything. See? And what is an argument? Argument is a struggle to find out the answers for our problems from others. Like many people come and ask me, Swamiji, I got a question. I say, keep it, I don't need. Keep your question. No, you please reply. Look here, I will reply. But answer you have to find out. There is a difference between a reply and an answer. See? We have to find out our own answer. Therefore, this argumentation is a very wrong approach. Instead of arguing with the world on any issue, inquire within, not argue. One example I'll give you. Swamiji, normally when we are doing everything, mind is very much at peace and we are very happy. But the other day somebody came and told that we should do meditation, and I got into that. Now from that day onward, my mind is in pieces. Because normally I was alright, but when I sit for meditation, the mind is so terrible, turmoil is going on. I think because of meditation, mind is disturbed. So what should I do? Don't meditate. Really? Yes. Because earlier you never did meditation, you are alright, is it not? Yes. So why do you meditate now? No, but everybody says we should meditate. Then meditate. But then the mind is disturbed, then don't meditate. No, please tell what should we do. Okay, don't get disturbed. You are confusing me, Swamiji. I say, that is my business. See? You know, I am a management guru. And there is a basic principle of management. You know all? Basic principle is either convince or confuse. Because I am also, in addition to management guru, I am a devotee of Bhagavan Krishna. Therefore, first I confuse and then I convince. This is exactly what has happened in Bhagavad Gita. When the first chapter begins and Arjuna tells Bhagavan Krishna, Senayor Uvayor Madhya Ratham Sthapaya Mechuta. Between the two armies, oh Achyuta, take my chariot. Bhagavan Krishna had a choice to bring the chariot in front of Duryodhana, Dushasana, or to bring the chariot anywhere else. Had Bhagavan Krishna brought the chariot in front of Dushasana, Duryodhana, will Arjuna have any confusion about the war? No. So what he did? He Bhishma Drona Pramugadaha Sarvesham cha Mahekshidam Uvacha Partha Pashaitan Samavetan Kuruniti. He did not only bring the chariot to a wrong place before his grandfather and guru, but further he said, you want to know with whom you want to fight? Your own people. Because Arjuna was also a Kaurava belonging to the Kuru Vamsha. See? We may call them Pandavas and Kauravas, but all of them were only Kauravas basically. So Bhagavan Krishna says, you want to fight, you have to fight with your own people. Now fight. So confusion. And he says that Dharma Sammudha Cheta. Oh Lord, I am confused. And therefore Bhagavan smiles. Maja See? Look at Bhagavad Gita with a proper vision. You will come to know Bhagavad Gita has 108 jokes. If you cannot see jokes in Bhagavad Gita, fill in the gap. See, friends. Therefore, when we are interacting with the world, keep attention on the peace of our own mind. There is nothing in this world worthy because of which we destroy our peace of mind. And when we argue on any issue, we are always the losers. See how? This I learned from my personal experience. Many years before, that time I was young. There was no deforestation. And you know, the crops were not ripened. So, the blood used to boil. Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Vedanta, you know, that initial days, you know, like. So, one of my friend, he invited me for a dinner and he had called some of his customers from Switzerland. He was his customer, a big customer, maybe giving him business for millions of dollars. So, I didn't know all that and then I was introduced. He is so and so. Namaste, Jamasa. After dinner was over, then he said, Mr. John, you wanted to know something about Gita in India? Here is our friend. He is called a Swami. He will explain you what Gita is. So that person started listening. I was talking. After every 5 sentences, he will say, see, the same thing is said in Bible. Again, I say something. See, the same thing is said in Bible. Once, twice, thrice, 4 times I heard. Then the Rakshasa in me was awakened. And then I started taking everybody on file. And it became a very heated argument. And after some time, when I went home, then the mind started evaluating. What did I achieve in life? See? And this principle was discovered. What is the principle? When you lose an argument, you are a loser. When you win an argument, you lose a friend. What is worth? Losing an argument is worth, or losing a friend is a worth? See, friends, that day, about 30 years before, this lesson I learned. And from this, one more additional thing. If we learn from our experience, not a single experience of our life goes waste. And if we don't learn from our experience, then our life is only a waste paper, past. And when our life is a waste paper, what happens? Wherever we go, we start our open garbage can, you know. Jab hum jawan the tab ki baat hai. Who cares? See? That is why the oldies are not accepted in the younger generation. Because they don't want to live in the present. All the time, only in the old ways, you know. See, in one South Indian house I went in Delhi, 4th floor with great difficulty climbed. The moment I entered, I smelled some kind of funny feeling in that house. So, as usual, I went to the kitchen. I found that food was very good, nice prepared. Then I came and sat. At least one part is good. Then I said, hey, where are your kids? They are not seen. Swami, they are sitting inside. So I went in their room. I said, hey man, come on. So Swamiji, no, it's okay, you and dad talk. That was enough for me to get a clue. So I said, no, come, we'll sit. Then I said, hey, how are the things and anything new? I said, you didn't buy a new jean these days? You know that jari ki jean has come. Earlier the ladies used to put on jari ki sari. Now they have the jeans with the jari here, jari there, you know. Every kind of modern fashion, anything you can do. So you don't buy. Oh, Swamiji, don't tell me that. My dad always tells. Anything we ask him, a jean, a shoe. Yesterday only I asked him for a pair of shoes. You don't tell me, I know what your daddy told me. What is that? You are asking shoes again and again, every 2-3 months you want shoes. When we were children, we used to go without shoes to the school. The moment I said like this thing, he became my friend. He said, Swamiji, you are the only person, you have correctly understood. And I said, now if you are asking jean, you know what he will say? When we are going to school, we are going without pant, and you want pant? We are all the time living in the past. Therefore, when we interact with the world, let us be aware that we are living in the present. And when we live in the present, what is the present? Present is a newspaper. And what is the newspaper? It is only garbage paper, just to wash and throw. And if you are a real recycling expert, then in India, not a single newspaper goes waste. It is used for making, packets and all that. Then everywhere it is used. In the Western world, recycling is a big issue. There we recycle. In USA, they recycle garlands. When I go to places, like where it was, in Sunnyvale, California. So, first day when I went, they prepared a nice garland and put. And naturally, when you go, you take it out and put it there. After that, it is very carefully packed in a plastic bag and it goes in the fridge. Next day, the recycled garland again comes back. And one day I caught it. I said, hey, is it recycled? Swamiji, don't talk loudly. So today is only a newspaper. So newspaper is read for what purpose? Time pass. See? But there are people who cannot go for nature's call unless they got a newspaper in the hand. See? They are too much in the present. So, live in the present is the theme if you don't want to argue with anybody. Nothing worth arguing. So when we lose an argument, we lose. When we win an argument, we lose our friend. Therefore, to get out of it, let us not bring our past. Point number one. Normally arguments begin only with comparison. पहले ऐसा था, आज ऐसा है. One place somewhere, this VHP function was going on. They called me also. And that person told me, Swamiji, please tell about our Sanskriti. That these days, girls are cutting their hair and all that. It is not according to our Sanskriti. So I went. I said, look here. Our Hindu culture is not a barber culture, which can be destroyed because of hair cutting. And that, Swamiji, I didn't mean this. I said, okay, what is it? See? All again and again bringing that old and then argument. See, arguments begin in our life when we are obsessed with the past. Arguments begin in our life when we are worried about the future. Arguments begin in our life when we compare in the present. Live your own life. Don't compare. See, I don't know here, but in USA, I know I've been going for many years. One person, one mother, she takes her son for tennis. Now the other mother. Do you think she will keep quiet? She will compete. She will take her daughter for music. Now that daughter is not even Kansen. She is insane. Forget about Tansen. She doesn't have music even 1%. You cannot teach music. You have to have it. Like, for example, rhythm. You cannot teach rhythm. You try your best. There are people who are so expert in giving the rhythm in a wrong place. You can't do that. They do it. See? So her daughter was like that, Aurangzeb. Now, you have to learn music. You have to learn music. And she was so frustrated. I don't know. I don't understand. No, you will learn. You will learn. Now, what is the reason? Competition. Her son is going for tennis. My daughter is going for music. Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. An argument and logic on this issue. Is it not we should give culture to our children? Watch your children, what they do to you. Therefore, friends, about the past, we bring and start arguing. In the present, we compare, we start argument. Or we start argument in the future, about the future. Swamiji, aapko kya hai? See, when you have to take care of your children, when you have to get them married, then you will understand. Why don't you leave them on their own? By marriage, were you happy? No. So why do you want to make your children miserable? Swamiji, badla nikalna hai. They have tortured us during their childhood. So the only way we can teach them a lesson, get them married and see. But one way you are doing the same thing to me, now suffer. See, therefore the grandparents love the grandchildren more. They spoil the grandchild so that he takes revenge on his son. These are all politics, you don't know. Therefore, friends, work in this world in such a manner that our attention is on our peace of mind. And when our peace of mind becomes the primary factor of our life, then alone we understand the real meaning of life and living. Enough for the day. Go back and argue. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.